person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes.
You wake up.
I was thinking about how am I going to get this out to people to understand the topic, because of course you have the topic in your head, but you got to think about how you market it, and that's what we came up with, putting Beyonce in it and connecting her presence and what she brings to social media and how we can benefit from our social media, and we definitely did. The reason and the vision around this conference is to really make it modern, you know, and like I know that word is thrown around a lot, but to make it reflective, and social media is what we use and how we communicate with each other. And I don't think that we would have as much of a draw and a buzz as we would without social media. In addition to our Facebook page, we have a promo video which is on YouTube, so we have that presence, and YouTube is social media. So no, we wouldn't have the attention that we've had. Yes, they will be able to interact with each other because they have that interest. You know, one, they feel some way, negatively or positively, about Beyonce. They have interest in feminism, so that's two. And three, most of them, I would say at least 90%, you know, somehow saw it on Facebook. So they could definitely connect on those levels. I feel like social media gives you that opportunity and that venue to show your creativity, like what you think in your mind, and to kind of have other people who you don't know and have no biases can give you like a raw reflection of that, and that's how you can, you know, test your levels of creativity. I was thinking about how am I going to get this out to people to understand the topic, because of course you have the topic in your head, but you got to think about how you market it, and that's what we came up with, putting Beyonce in it and connecting her presence and what she brings to social media and how we can benefit from our social media, and we definitely did.
Like, without even the technology question in the picture, it seems as though people in cities, at least the way I'm seeing it, have more access to a lot of these things, like a lot of special interest groups or activities or whatever it might be. And having lived in the woods myself, I can say that there's definitely a feeling of isolation that happens there.
Allowed to connect more, actually. So for example, one of the things that we do is we create a Facebook event, and then we would post it on any and every wall of an organization or a group that we think would be interested. And so I feel like that allows us to cut across a lot, like all sorts of different lines across the city, and allows all these people to get together and take to the street unified under this like anti-colonial kind of idea. So I think that instead of promoting isolation, I think it allows people to connect over broader issues.
Our club is the first Canadian Gaelic Athletic Association club in existence. Yeah, we've been able to coordinate everything through Facebook, through Twitter. We've connected with a lot of the universities in the States through Twitter. We will retweet and tweet at each other all the time, and it's been hugely helpful to just see the presence we have online, because we also have a blog that's being started up now that's more personal.
But it's weird because through the organization, it's like, oh, I can post. Yeah, I can upload pics. That's cool. You can do it. Like, it's weird because it kind of feeds that for that. But then you get through the page, you can see how many people have viewed your post. You can see how many people have interacted.
And so we wanted to have multifaceted things online for people to be able to coordinate, but also to know who we are as a team. Yeah, social media isn't the only tool we use for connecting with new players or potential players, but we find it's a great aid to just have information out there, because we don't have to constantly be not interacting with them, but we don't have to be on call all the time. The information's out there. It would also be much less inclusive if we didn't have a social media presence, because it would just be us. We would have no way of getting out the information.
People do unite through social media. It's just you have to go and get them.
helpful for our festival, FIFEC, because people attend our Facebook events. We create one event on Facebook for each and every one. They mark attending, and then they'll be reminded. Facebook reminds them a day before, an hour before, so they definitely see it more. It's more visible. If we didn't have Facebook, we would be using posters around the school, which is more, it takes more time, so Facebook is good for that. And it also reaches out to everybody, not just in the university. So we really target Concordia, but there's also a bunch of people from Montreal, Quebec City coming, and other universities.
Through Facebook, like, I was able to share the event with a lot of my friends. It was much easier to get attention drawn to the event and the FIFEC organization in general through social media. Yeah, especially like Montreal Blog did a piece on us. Underground did one too. So I think that it would have been much more difficult if it weren't for social media networks, at least to collaborate with, especially with the other schools like McGill and UDM, to collaborate with them and help promote FIFEC.
Following up after the event is really important, and keeping people constantly in the loop of what's going on with the festival. Like, for example, at events we would take pictures of people, and then like 2 days after the event actually happened, they'll see pictures of themselves, and that helps us get recognition for it, them, and their social spheres, and then like their friends see that they were in these pictures and they want those pictures too, so they'll come to our next event, hopefully.
More of a, artists can have a bigger impact, I think, by using social media, because they're just able to create, they can create, you know, huge networks of, they can even go internationally of, you know, fan bases or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You wake up, post up, round in it, flossing on it. This diamond, my diamond.